So as Heather was mentioning, growing concern in Brazil and throughout the Americas really about the spread of the Zika virus. And today a Brazilian health institute confirmed it's discovered active Zika virus in the saliva and urine of 2 infected patients. Kamil Karamali joins us with developments on this story, and once again tonight, lots of developments.
That's right. So health officials are saying this is the first time that the Zika virus has been found in the urine and saliva of its patients. And the virus was actually active, which means that it could cause infection. But scientists are saying, look, don't push the panic button just yet, because they haven't figured out if the virus can actually be transmitted through saliva and urine. So that's something they're looking into. That's something that's not concrete yet, so they'll be looking into that and trying to find answers in the near future. Well,
let's talk about another important angle to this story. The Centers for Disease Control in Atlanta speaking about the possible link between Zika and microcephaly.
That's right. So what we do know is that there has been this assumption that there is this link between microcephaly and the Zika virus. Now, what the CDC is saying is that, look, the more we look into this, the stronger and stronger that link becomes. And just to quickly remind you what microcephaly is, it's this birth defect where babies are born with abnormally small heads and underdeveloped brains. And so the CDC is saying, look, you as a pregnant person, a pregnant woman, you can take precautions to help stop the spread of the Zika virus. They threw up 3 points here. Let's get to the first one. Get tested if you have symptoms. That's a little tricky because only 20% of the infected patients actually feel the symptoms, but if you are one of those, get tested. If there are no symptoms, get tested when prenatal care starts. And then the last one, follow-up testing around the middle of the 2nd trimester of pregnancy.
A lot of focus on Brazil, quite understandably, because the numbers there of microcephaly and just infection are very high. But this is a case, an issue that's affecting a lot of countries in the Americas, and the list keeps getting bigger.
The list keeps getting bigger, but also, the developments, they just keep moving faster and faster. The virus spreads faster, and then the countries react faster as well. So it's moving at a pretty torrent pace. And so let's get to Colombia, first of all, where we know where 3 people have died because of the Zika virus. But health officials there say, look, it wasn't just the Zika virus that killed these people. It was a combination of the virus as well as another disease that attacks the body's immune system. And because of this virus spreading, a lot of countries are taking quick action. Let's run through a few of the lists. Peru, for example, is fumigating lots of areas from college campuses to bus terminals. Uruguay, sanitation workers are knocking on doors and making house visits. And in Panama, they followed Brazil's lead in creating these genetically modified mosquitoes to help prevent the spread of the virus. So the list goes on, as you mentioned, and I'm sure even by tomorrow we'll even have more developments.
And to think, a month ago, a lot of us in Canada never even heard of Zika. Thanks, Kamil.
You're welcome.